and gestures that captivate a woman. It's the small, seemingly insignificant things that leave a lasting impression. These minor moves aren't just habits, they're psychological triggers that spark major attraction. What's fascinating is how these little actions tap into female psychology, making you irresistible without you even realizing it. Stick with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll know the 7 minor things that men do that are absolute turn-ons. Don't miss a single chapter, and if you've got a story to share, hit the comments. Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. Chapter 1. Do her a favor without expecting anything. One of the simplest yet most impactful ways to grab her attention is by doing a favor without expecting anything in return. These seemingly minor gestures, holding a door open, remembering her favorite coffee order, or helping her with a task she hasn't even mentioned, might appear small on the surface but have profound psychological effects. They communicate thoughtfulness, attentiveness, and capability, all traits that women are naturally drawn to. Female psychology interprets these favors as a sign of strength, reliability, and emotional intelligence. When you step in to help, even in small ways, it creates a sense of support and security that women instinctively value. This doesn't mean going out of your way to make grand gestures. Often, the smallest, most genuine acts carry the most weight. For example, fixing something she mentioned in passing or offering help without being asked shows that you're observant and proactive. The power of these favors lies in their authenticity. Doing something for her simply because you want to, not because you're expecting a reward or acknowledgement, sets you apart from others. It shows that you're operating from a place of generosity rather than self-interest. This non-transactional approach leaves a lasting impression and taps into her subconscious, signaling that you're a man of substance. Stoic philosophy reinforces this idea. The Stoics believed that virtue is its own reward and that helping others, regardless of recognition, is a mark of true character. By embodying this principle, you align your actions with a timeless wisdom that emphasizes integrity and purpose. It's not about trying to win her over, but about demonstrating who you are through your actions. This level of authenticity is rare and deeply attractive. However, balance is key. While doing favors can build attraction, overdoing it can backfire. If you're constantly at her beck and call or always prioritizing her needs over your own, it may come across as desperate or overly accommodating. The goal is to show her that you're attentive and capable of being there when it matters, not to become her personal assistant. For instance, offering to help her move or troubleshoot an issue is thoughtful, but running errands for her daily might set the wrong precedent. Subtlety plays a significant role here. Don't announce your intentions or draw attention to the favors you do. Let your actions speak for themselves. For example, if she's stressed about a deadline, offering to grab her a coffee or handle a small task for her can be incredibly impactful. The unspoken message is that you're attuned to her needs and willing to step in to make her life easier. These small acts of kindness also create opportunities for connection. When you help her out, it naturally leads to moments of gratitude and appreciation, which can deepen the bond between you. Even if she doesn't consciously realize it, these moments build a sense of trust and warmth that strengthens her emotional connection to you. Female psychology also thrives on the perception of capability. When you solve a problem for her or offer support without hesitation, it sends a powerful signal that you're someone she can rely on. This reliability is attractive not just in romantic relationships, but as a fundamental quality in any strong partnership. Remember, the key to success with this approach is consistency and sincerity. Doing one favor and expecting her to fall for you won't work. It's the cumulative effect of small, thoughtful actions that create lasting impact. Over time, these gestures build a narrative of dependability and care, qualities that women value highly in a partner. Lastly, don't forget to maintain your own boundaries and self-respect. While being helpful is attractive, it's equally important to ensure that your efforts are appreciated and not taken for granted. By maintaining this balance, you demonstrate that while you're willing to give, you also value yourself and your time. In summary, doing her a favor without expecting anything in return is one of the most effective ways to captivate her attention. It's not about grand gestures or flashy displays, it's about showing her through your actions that you're thoughtful, capable, and genuinely invested in making her life better. When done right, these small acts can leave a lasting impression, fostering a connection that goes far beyond the surface. Chapter 2: Make her afraid of losing you. Scarcity amplifies value, and this principle is a game changer in relationships. When a woman senses that you're not entirely hers yet, it creates a subtle tension that draws her closer. This isn't about playing manipulative games or feigning disinterest. It's about cultivating a life so fulfilling, dynamic, and meaningful that she instinctively understands you're someone worth holding on to. Female psychology is deeply attuned to competition and scarcity. When your time, attention, and emotional investment feel limited and precious, they become infinitely more desirable. This doesn't mean being distant or unavailable. It means intentionally prioritizing your passions, friendships, and personal growth in a way that shows her she's competing with your purpose, not just other people. When she feels that your life is full of exciting opportunities and ambitions, she'll naturally want to secure her place in it. To make this work, focus on leading a well-rounded and purposeful life. Be consistent in pursuing your goals, whether it's advancing your career, mastering a skill, or engaging in hobbies that ignite your passion. Women are drawn to men who exude ambition and drive because it signals that you're independent and self-sufficient. For example, if you're working late on a project you care about or dedicating weekends to training for a marathon, it subtly communicates that your life is bigger than any single relationship. The key here is balance. You don't want to come across as completely unavailable or disinterested. Instead, show her that while she's important to you, she's part of a larger picture that includes your aspirations and commitments. This approach keeps the relationship dynamic and ensures that she's drawn to you for the right reasons, because you're someone with depth and purpose, not because you're playing hard to get. Female psychology also thrives on small moments of uncertainty. If she feels that she's the only thing in your life, complacency can creep in. But when she senses that you have other priorities and that your attention isn't guaranteed, it triggers her natural instinct to secure your affection. For instance, if she knows you have plans with friends or a networking event, it subtly reminds her that you're a man in demand. This doesn't mean making her feel neglected, but rather maintaining a sense of balance that keeps the relationship exciting. The Stoics emphasized self-mastery and independence as core principles of a fulfilling life. They believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external validation or reliance on others. By embodying this philosophy, you demonstrate to her that your happiness and success don't hinge solely on her presence. This balance of care and independence creates a magnetic pull that makes you irresistible. A critical aspect of this approach is communication. When you're pursuing your goals or spending time on personal interests, let her know in a way that feels inclusive, not dismissive. For example, if you're working late, a simple message like, "I'm finishing up something I'm excited about, but I can't wait to catch up tomorrow," reassures her that she's still a priority while reinforcing your sense of purpose. Ultimately, the fear of losing you isn't about creating anxiety or insecurity in her. It's about inspiring admiration and respect by living a life of value. When she sees that you're someone who's constantly evolving, striving, and achieving, she'll naturally want to be part of your journey. By staying true to your passions and maintaining a sense of independence, you create a dynamic where she's drawn to you not out of fear, but out of genuine appreciation for the man you are. This dynamic also fosters a healthier, more balanced relationship. Instead of becoming overly dependent on each other, both partners are free to grow individually while supporting each other's ambitions. This creates a foundation of mutual respect and admiration where neither partner feels suffocated or undervalued. Remember, scarcity doesn't mean withholding affection or being emotionally unavailable. It means making your life so rich and compelling that she understands your worth and recognizes that being with you is a privilege, not a given. By embracing your independence, mastering your ambitions, and maintaining this balance, you ensure that her interest and admiration for you only grow stronger over time. Chapter 3. Talk about other women. Mentioning other women in a casual and confident way can spark a woman's interest almost instantly. This approach isn't about intentionally making her jealous in a toxic sense. It's about subtly signaling that you're a man of value, someone who naturally garners admiration and respect from others, including other women. For instance, you might share a story about a female colleague who complimented your work ethic or mentioned how your ideas inspired her. Alternatively, you could casually reference a female friend who shared an intriguing perspective or introduced you to an exciting new hobby. The goal isn't to brag, but to showcase that you're appreciated and respected in different social circles. Female psychology is naturally competitive, and hearing about other women who value you can activate her subconscious desire to stand out and be the most significant person in your life. This concept is rooted in the principle of social proof. When women see that others, especially other women, recognize your worth, it confirms your value in their eyes. However, the key here is subtlety and authenticity. Overplaying this card or deliberately flaunting your connections with other women can backfire, making you appear arrogant or manipulative. Instead, keep your tone light and natural, and let these mentions come up organically in conversation. For example, if she compliments your outfit, you might respond with a smile, "Thanks, a friend helped me pick this out. She has great taste." Female psychology is acutely sensitive to tone and intent. The mention of other women shouldn't feel forced or calculated. It should flow effortlessly, as though you're simply sharing your life without an agenda. The subtlety of this technique is what makes it powerful. It plants the idea that you're desirable and sought after without making her feel like you're playing games. The Stoics emphasized the importance of composure and intentionality in all actions, and this approach aligns perfectly with that philosophy. By referencing other women with confidence and humility, you're sending a message that you have meaningful connections and lead a well-rounded life. This balance between self-assurance and humility is incredibly attractive. When you execute this strategy correctly, you'll likely notice her reaction. She may ask follow-up questions about the woman you mentioned, or she might subtly steer the conversation back toward the two of you, eager to reclaim your attention. These are signs that your approach is working, that she's becoming more invested in you and wanting to solidify her place in your life. Remember, this isn't about manipulation, but about showcasing the depth of your character and the richness of your life. When you casually talk about other women, it highlights your ability to build and maintain valuable relationships, which is an attractive quality in any partner. By staying true to yourself and letting your actions speak louder than words, you create an aura of desirability that naturally draws her closer. Chapter 4. Laugh at yourself. Humor is universally attractive, but there's a unique charm in a man who can laugh at himself. This quality creates an atmosphere of ease, approachability, and relatability that women find magnetic. A man who can see the humor in his own flaws or occasional missteps communicates emotional maturity and a relaxed confidence that few can resist. Female psychology gravitates toward traits that signal emotional intelligence, and the ability to laugh at yourself is a shining example. When you can poke fun at your quirks or laugh off a mistake without becoming defensive, you're sending a powerful message: you're comfortable in your own skin. This balance of humility and confidence is a rare combination that amplifies your attractiveness. For instance, imagine spilling coffee on your shirt during a date. Instead of awkwardly trying to hide it or becoming flustered, you smile and make a light-hearted comment like, "Well, it looks like I'm making a fashion statement today." This approach not only diffuses tension, but also showcases your ability to handle situations with grace and humor. she's likely to laugh with you and feel more at ease, appreciating your quick wit and composure. The Stoics often emphasized the importance of humility and maintaining perspective, even in life's smaller moments. To them, recognizing and accepting your imperfections was a sign of inner strength. This philosophy aligns perfectly with the ability to laugh at yourself. When you approach life with a sense of humor, you display a level of emotional resilience that makes you more appealing to those around you. When you laugh at yourself, you're also breaking down barriers of formality or pretense. This openness makes it easier for her to connect with you on a deeper level. It shows that you're not preoccupied with maintaining a flawless image, which can often feel intimidating or artificial. Instead, you come across as genuine, approachable, and human, qualities that encourage trust and attraction. Women often associate humor with intelligence, and a man who can turn his own missteps into a moment of laughter demonstrates both. It's not just about being funny, it's about showing self-awareness and a sense of proportion. Life is full of imperfections, and when you can roll with them instead of resisting or denying them, it's a sign of emotional stability, a quality women find incredibly attractive. Laughing at yourself also fosters a sense of shared joy. When you invite her to laugh with you, you're creating a moment of connection that strengthens your bond. These shared moments of lightheartedness make her associate you with positivity and comfort, which are crucial in building lasting attraction. For example, if you trip over your words while trying to impress her, instead of freezing up or pretending it didn't happen, you could smile and say, "Looks like my brain and my mouth are having a little disagreement today." This not only lightens the mood, but also shows that you're not afraid to acknowledge your imperfections in a playful way. Humor rooted in self-deprecation works best when it's balanced with confidence. Laughing at yourself should never come across as putting yourself down or seeking validation. Instead, it should reflect your ability to take life and yourself lightly. When done right, it signals that you're grounded and secure, making her feel more comfortable and drawn to your energy. Consider the psychological impact of this approach. Women are naturally drawn to men who make them feel good, and humor is a direct pathway to creating that emotional uplift. When you laugh at yourself, you're not just entertaining her, you're also demonstrating that you're emotionally available and unthreatening, which encourages her to let her guard down and engage with you more openly. The ability to laugh at yourself also shows that you're not afraid of vulnerability. Vulnerability, when displayed in the right way, is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you're secure enough to expose your flaws without fear of judgment. This level of authenticity is a major turn-on because it sets you apart in a world where many people strive to hide their imperfections. Additionally, this skill helps you navigate challenging moments with ease. For instance, if you're late to a date because of traffic, instead of apologizing profusely or stressing out, you might say, "I think my car wanted to make a dramatic entrance today." This diffuses tension, shifts the focus away from the mistake, and keeps the interaction light-hearted. The Stoics also taught that perspective is everything. Laughing at yourself is a way of maintaining perspective, reminding yourself and her that life doesn't have to be taken so seriously. This mindset allows you to handle both minor mishaps and major challenges with poise, making you a more attractive and admirable partner. Furthermore, humor has a ripple effect. When you laugh at yourself, you encourage those around you to do the same. She'll feel more relaxed and more willing to embrace her own imperfections, which creates a mutual sense of ease and comfort in your dynamic. This shared vulnerability strengthens your connection and builds trust. Incorporating humor into your interactions isn't just a way to charm her, it's also a way to strengthen your own emotional resilience. Life is full of unpredictable moments, and the ability to approach them with humor helps you stay grounded and composed. This trait not only benefits your relationships, but also enhances your overall well-being. Ultimately, laughing at yourself is a simple yet powerful tool in building attraction. It showcases your emotional intelligence, humility, and confidence while creating a positive, relaxed atmosphere that draws her in. By embracing your imperfections and treating them with humor, you demonstrate a strength of character that's both rare and irresistible. Chapter 5. Show genuine curiosity about her life. Asking thoughtful questions and truly engaging with her answers might seem simple, but it's one of the most powerful ways to ignite attraction. In a world filled with distractions and superficial conversations, genuine curiosity about her life stands out. It shows that you're not just interested in her appearance or surface-level traits, but in the unique person she is. Female psychology is deeply attuned to emotional connection. When you make an effort to delve into her thoughts, feelings, and experiences, you communicate that she matters. By asking about her passions, challenges, dreams, or even the quirky things that make her laugh, you foster a sense of being valued and understood. This creates a bond that transcends physical attraction and taps into something far more profound, her emotional core. But it's not just about asking questions, it's about how you listen and respond. Many people hear words but don't truly listen. Active listening, where you not only absorb what she's saying, but also respond in a way that shows understanding and interest, is key. When she tells you about her day or shares a childhood memory, responding with warmth and genuine curiosity demonstrates that her story matters to you. This attention to detail builds trust and strengthens the connection between you. Consider the impact of asking her about her ambitions or passions. A question as simple as, "What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet?" can open the door to a meaningful conversation. It shows her that you care about her inner world, not just the surface. When you ask follow-up questions or share your own related experiences, you create a dynamic where she feels safe opening up. The Stoics, with their emphasis on empathy and understanding, believed in seeking knowledge not only of the world but of the people around them. They taught that understanding others is a pathway to meaningful relationships. By embodying this principle, you create an emotional depth that's irresistibly attractive. Genuine curiosity aligns with the Stoic idea of intentionality, showing that your interest in her isn't fleeting or shallow, but rooted in a desire for connection. One overlooked but incredibly effective way to show curiosity is to ask about her emotions. For example, instead of just asking, "How was your day?" try something more engaging like, "What was the highlight of your day, and how did it make you feel?" This kind of question encourages her to reflect and share on a deeper level, helping you both connect over her experiences and feelings. Another way to demonstrate your curiosity is to notice the small details about her and bring them up later. Did she mention her love for a specific type of coffee? Surprise her by suggesting a cafe that serves it. Did she talk about a movie she wanted to watch? Bring it up the next time you talk. Remembering and acting on these little things shows that you're genuinely paying attention, which is incredibly attractive. Curiosity isn't just about words, it's also about your body language. Leaning in slightly when she speaks, maintaining eye contact, and nodding to show you're following along all contribute to making her feel heard. These nonverbal cues are as important as the words you say. They signal that you are fully present, which is a rare quality in today's fast-paced, distracted world. When you show genuine curiosity, you also create opportunities for her to learn more about herself. Your questions might prompt her to think about aspects of her life she hasn't considered before. This dynamic fosters a sense of discovery and excitement, making her associate those feelings with you. It's important, however, to balance your curiosity with authenticity. Don't ask questions or feign interest just to impress her. It will come across as disingenuous. Be genuinely interested in her answers, even if they don't align with your expectations or experiences. Authenticity is the foundation of any meaningful connection. Curiosity also works as a way to understand her values and what matters most to her. For example, asking about her favorite family traditions or the challenges she's faced can give you insights into her character and priorities. This knowledge not only deepens your bond, but also helps you connect in ways that are meaningful to her. One of the most profound aspects of showing curiosity is the emotional safety it creates. When she feels that you're genuinely interested in her and not just in what she can offer you, she'll be more likely to open up. This sense of security is incredibly attractive and fosters a connection that's both intimate and enduring. Women often seek partners who make them feel seen and valued beyond the superficial. When you show genuine curiosity, you position yourself as someone who understands and appreciates her for who she truly is. This goes beyond charm or good looks. It's about creating a relationship dynamic where she feels deeply connected and respected. To take this a step further, consider the Stoic principle of mutual growth. By being curious about her dreams and challenges, you not only learn about her, but also open the door for her to learn about you. This creates a balanced dynamic where both of you feel invested in each other's lives. In the end, showing genuine curiosity is a simple yet profound way to connect with her on a deeper level. It's not about grand gestures or rehearsed lines, it's about taking the time to explore who she is and what makes her unique. This emotional investment doesn't just make her feel special, it builds a bond that's hard to break. When you combine genuine curiosity with authenticity and attentiveness, you create an environment where she feels valued and up. Chapter 6. Maintain your composure under pressure. Few qualities command respect and admiration quite like the ability to remain calm under pressure. Whether you're navigating a heated argument, solving a tricky problem, or facing an unexpected setback, maintaining your composure showcases emotional strength, maturity, and self-control. This trait doesn't just make you stand out, it creates a magnetic pull that captivates women on a deeply psychological level. Female psychology is naturally attuned to stability and dependability. Women instinctively look for partners who can provide a sense of security, both emotional and practical. When you demonstrate the ability to keep your cool, even in chaotic situations, it sends a powerful signal. You are someone who can be trusted to handle life's challenges without being overwhelmed. This trait becomes particularly attractive in high-stress environments where your composed demeanor contrasts with the chaos around you. Imagine a scenario where a problem arises during a group outing, perhaps plans fall through, or someone creates unnecessary drama. While others might react with frustration or panic, your calm and thoughtful approach will immediately set you apart. By offering solutions instead of adding to the tension, you not only de-escalate the situation but also position yourself as a leader, a role women naturally admire and gravitate toward. The ability to stay composed also reflects high emotional intelligence, which is another deeply attractive quality. Emotional intelligence isn't just about understanding your own feelings, it's about recognizing and responding to the emotions of those around you. When you stay calm, you create a safe and stable environment for others, allowing them to feel more at ease in your presence. This sense of emotional safety fosters trust and strengthens the connection between you and her. But maintaining composure under pressure isn't something that happens overnight. It requires deliberate practice and a strong foundation of self-awareness. The Stoics were masters of this concept, emphasizing the importance of controlling what you can and letting go of what you cannot. They believed that true strength lies in mastering your own mind, rather than being at the mercy of external circumstances. By embodying this philosophy, you project a sense of inner strength and confidence that is impossible to ignore. Consider this: when you encounter setbacks, how do you react? Do you become defensive, blame others, or lose your temper? Or do you take a step back, assess the situation logically, and respond with measured action? Women notice these subtle behaviors, and your ability to handle challenges with grace can significantly influence how they perceive you. In moments of conflict, maintaining your composure becomes even more critical. For instance, During an argument, raising your voice or becoming overly emotional can escalate tensions and create distance. On the other hand, staying calm, listening actively, and responding thoughtfully shows that you value resolution over ego. This level-headed approach not only strengthens your relationship, but also demonstrates emotional maturity, a trait that women find irresistibly attractive. One of the most significant aspects of staying composed under pressure is the sense of control it conveys. Women are drawn to men who appear unshaken by life's ups and downs. This isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending to be unaffected. It's about channeling your energy into productive and thoughtful responses. A man who can face adversity with confidence and poise is a man who exudes strength, reliability, and leadership. Even in everyday situations, your composure can leave a lasting impression. For example, handling a rude waiter with kindness instead of aggression, or staying patient during a stressful commute speaks volumes about your character. These small moments add up, shaping how she views you over time. Women are highly perceptive and often notice behaviors that others overlook. Your ability to remain calm in such scenarios reinforces the idea that you are a man who is in control of himself and his environment. Building this level of composure requires adopting certain habits and mindsets. First, practice mindfulness to stay present in challenging situations. By focusing on what you can control in the moment, you prevent yourself from being overwhelmed by the bigger picture. Second, develop a sense of perspective. Remind yourself that most problems are temporary and solvable. Finally, cultivate self-discipline through routines like meditation, physical exercise, or journaling. These practices strengthen your mental resilience, making it easier to stay calm when pressure mounts. Another crucial element of composure is communication. The way you speak during stressful moments can either enhance or undermine your calm demeanor. Use a steady, measured tone and choose your words carefully. Avoid speaking impulsively or letting your emotions dictate your responses. By communicating with clarity and intention, you reinforce the image of a man who is grounded and self-assured. Women often seek partners who can provide a sense of emotional security, and your ability to stay composed fulfills that need in a profound way. When she sees you navigating life's challenges with confidence and grace, it not only reassures her, but also inspires admiration and respect. This isn't about being perfect or pretending to have all the answers. It's about showing that you can face adversity without losing your balance. In relationships, your composure can set the tone for how conflicts are resolved and how trust is built. When you handle disagreement or external stresses with maturity, you create a stable foundation for the partnership to thrive. Over time, this trait deepens the connection between you, as she begins to see you as a rock she can lean on during uncertain times. Ultimately, maintaining your composure under pressure is more than just an attractive quality, it's a reflection of your character and values. By embodying the Stoic principles of self-control, intentionality, and resilience, you elevate yourself in the eyes of others, particularly women. This calm, collected demeanor becomes a cornerstone of your presence, making you not only desirable, but also unforgettable. Chapter 7. Subtly touch her in meaningful ways. Touch is one of the most powerful and universal forms of nonverbal communication. When used correctly, it can create an emotional spark that words simply cannot. A light touch on her arm during a conversation, brushing your hand against hers as you pass something, or gently placing your hand on her back while guiding her through a crowd, these seemingly small gestures can have a profound impact on how she perceives you. Female psychology deeply associates touch with trust, connection, and intimacy. For women, touch is not just physical, it's emotional. A well-timed, subtle touch signals attentiveness, protection, and warmth. These micro-moments of physical connection can make her feel safe and desired, triggering a natural inclination to draw closer to you. However, the key lies in the execution. Your touch must be light, natural, and situationally appropriate. Overdoing it or being too forceful can come across as invasive, making her feel uncomfortable or even defensive. Consider the psychological depth of touch. A casual yet intentional brush of her hand during a joke can make her laugh a little harder. Resting your hand lightly on her shoulder when offering support can make her feel understood and cared for. These minor, deliberate actions are like building blocks, creating an unspoken bond that strengthens over time. To amplify its impact, pair your touch with other positive behaviors. Make eye contact as you touch her arm, smile warmly when guiding her through a crowded room, or speak with a calm and reassuring tone as you briefly place your hand on her back. These combinations create a full sensory experience that leaves a lasting impression. The Stoics often emphasized intentionality in all actions, and this principle applies perfectly here. They believed that every gesture, no matter how small, should have a purpose. When you touch her in meaningful ways, it's not about being manipulative or overly calculated, it's about communicating your feelings and intentions without words. You're showing her that you're confident, composed, and in tune with her comfort and boundaries. An often overlooked aspect of touch is its ability to create anticipation. For example, if you touch her lightly once or twice during a conversation, then stop for a while, it can leave her wondering when it will happen again. This subtle tension creates an emotional and physical pull toward you. She'll start to associate your presence with feelings of warmth, safety, and intrigue. It's also important to understand that touch evolves as the connection deepens. In the early stages, it's all about light, casual, and incidental touches that test the waters. As the relationship progresses, these touches can become more deliberate and intimate. For instance, gently brushing a strand of hair from her face or holding her hand during a vulnerable moment. These actions, while still subtle, carry more weight as the emotional bond strengthens. The science of touch, known as haptics, supports its profound impact on attraction. Studies show that physical touch triggers the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This hormone fosters feelings of trust, closeness, and affection, deepening the emotional connection. The beauty of touch is that it bypasses logic and speaks directly to the emotions, creating a visceral reaction that words alone cannot achieve. However, touch isn't just about creating sparks, it's about understanding and respecting boundaries. Pay close attention to her body language and verbal cues. If she leans into your touch or mirrors your actions, it's a positive sign that she's comfortable and engaged. On the other hand, if she pulls away or seems hesitant, it's crucial to back off and give her space. Being mindful of these signals not only shows emotional intelligence, but also demonstrates that you value her comfort and autonomy. In the grand scheme of attraction, touch is a tool, not the goal. It's a way to enhance the connection, to make her feel seen, appreciated, and desired. When you approach it with genuine care and respect, it becomes a natural extension of the rapport you're building. Ultimately, the Stoic ideal of intentionality serves as a perfect guide. By treating touch as an art form, one that requires awareness, respect, and purpose, you elevate yourself in her eyes. Each small gesture adds depth to your connection, leaving her wanting more. Remember, it's not about quantity or boldness, it's about timing, authenticity, and the emotion behind the act. When done right, these meaningful touches will linger in her mind long after the moment has passed, making her crave your presence and attention. These 7 minor things might seem small, but their impact on female psychology is massive. They're not about manipulation, they're about showing your best self and creating genuine connections. So, which of these will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone.